Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. Okay, talk to me nice. Talk to me nice, cause y'all be getting out of hand in these internet streets, baby. And I do not have to. Anyways, let's keep it cordial and let's keep it cute. Because, anyways, so if you have been over on my channel before, then you already know that we are the what? The Night Owls. And over here, we get down to the nitty gritty on a lot of topics. And I started to try to curate some of the conversations over on my IG first, and then we're going to talk about it here. Now, if you're not following me on Instagram, then it's similar to not being able to go to Bella Noche's. Like, if you don't go to my Instagram, then where can you go? I mean, there's other blogs, but clearly mine, check it out. Neek at Night _ over on Instagram, spelled exactly like my channel. Now let's get into it. So there is this video that has been blowing up all over social media, and it is this teacher basically laying hands on this student. Now, these type of videos have been popping up and popularized now that these kids got phones, Wi-Fi, and Instagram accounts, okay? A lot of this stuff has been going viral, and there has been a lot of conversation about the state of teacher versus student relationships and how disrespectful these new age children are, how they have no regard for authority, how they are disrespectful, and they feel like they are entitled to just have it their way without any type of consequences. Now, the video that I'm going to show you, or not really show you, you can watch the full thing on my Instagram, but the video that we're going to talk about is a situation where social media basically debated whether or not this teacher was in the right in laying hands on a child that hit her first. Now, in the video, it's a situation where the girl got her phone confiscated, okay? The teacher is a substitute teacher. She took the girl's phone, and the girl felt like, please, I'm going to get my phone back, period. So the lady is at her desk, right? And the student is behind her desk. She's reaching and grabbing around the teacher, telling the teacher that I'm going to get my phone back regardless. You're not going to take my phone, period, all up on the teacher. Now, people felt like the teacher was aggressively pushing the girl up off of her, but if her ass was in her damn seat like she was supposed to be. Anyways, so people felt like the teacher, they like, oh, the teacher bumped her first and she was aggressively bumping her. I mean, if a child, a teen, not a child, a teen is up in your space feeling like she finna press you and you finna do what she say and she's grabbing around your body, I mean, I don't necessarily feel like, it's absolutely wrong to kind of bump her up and move her back. back, little girl, you doing too much. Now, how things went from her bumping the girl and how things escalated, well, that's up for debate. There's some people who feel like the teacher laying hands on her took it too far. They felt like she could have de-escalated the situation by letting the girl have her phone and sending her out the class. And it's like, so the teacher is supposed to just listen to the commands of a student and do what the heck they say if they break the rules? If the phone was in the girl's backpack like it was supposed to be, the teacher couldn't have taken her phone. But there was a lot of takes on people feeling like, oh, well, the teacher should have just gave her back her phone and sent her to the office. Child, y'all grew up different than me because it was always a rule, and I'm almost 20 years out of school, child. So back in my day, we had the T-Mobile sidekicks, we had the Boost Mobile chirps, and that was our gig. That was our, free calls after 9 p.m. We couldn't even use our phone calls during the daytime. Child, we just had to play the game Snake on our phones and be, heavily entertained with that and text our friends with the do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. You know how you had to press the button however many times to get to the letter? Child, the memories. But if we pulled out our T-Mobile sidekick, we pulled out our Boost Mobile chirp, child, it was getting taken for the day, and we just had to wait till we got it back. Now, these children with this unlimited Wi-Fi, TikTok, Instagram, and everything else, they are desperately attached to their phones. And they feel like if you take their phone, it's World War III. And that is no different from this situation. Now, again, I don't feel like the teacher was wrong with bumping baby girl up out of her space. But like I said, it is up to the people how they feel it went after that. Now, as she's bumping her out of her space, like, girl, back up. Like, you grabbing all around me, telling me what you finna do while I'm trying to call the office. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, move back. Back. Like, you know? Then the student hit the teacher. But people felt like, oh, well, the teacher was aggressive and she used her body to kind of bag the girl back. But it's like, shouldn't the girl be in her damn seat in the first place? She a substitute, so she probably not going to be there tomorrow. You're going to get your phone back. It's like, child, relax. But like I said, I don't know how, I'm still kind of up in the air how I feel about her, like, you know what I'm saying, like, really, like, maxing and relaxing and pushing the girl face down. But we're going to show you just a piece of it. I'm going to show you just a little piece of the video. In order to see the whole thing, you have to go to my Instagram, but I'm going to share with you some of the opinions about the video. So let's pull the clip back up. So as you see right here, there's a couple of comments where people started off by saying, listen, the child hit her first. These kids need to stop the disrespect. Another person says, nah, because teach your kids not to get in a grown woman's space. She got what she asked for. Okay. So that's what a couple people had to say. We're going to get on into this gig and swipe some more to see what is going on with the goings ons. So these are a couple comments as well. And this person says, better teach your kids to behave because everybody not going to be professional to a highly disrespectful student who literally got out of their seat in class to swing on a teacher. Yes, she grown, but that little bad girl swung at the teacher while behind the teacher's desk. Now, why did she had her there and not in her own desk? Another person says the child hit the teacher first. These kids need to stop the disrespect. Another person says, I don't care. This generation of kids will test your faith. They're so disrespectful. Anything working with adolescents isn't for the weak. Now, again, I can't share the whole entire video, but I will share just the beginning of the altercation. If you want to see the full thing, I will link my Instagram feed in the description below. But let's play a little clip of it and then finish reading what everybody else had to say. Now, let go. All right. So as you see right there, the teacher is basically telling her, like, girl, don't touch me. Like, as the student is reaching around and grabbing, you know, for her phone, telling her, like, girl, I'm finna get my phone, period. And the substitute is like, girl, don't touch me. Like, don't touch me. Like, back up. Because you all behind my desk. I'm trying to call for the proper authorities to deal with your behind, and you doing the most. Now, as she does that, as you see, the student cocks her hand back and she goes in to swing on the teacher. Now, when she swings on the teacher just start whap, 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 you know, going there till she gets the girl on the ground. Now, once she gets the girl on the ground, she mashes her face in the ground, clappers out on full display. I'm like, girl, you got your freaking dress on while you at work with no panties on? What's going on, baby? What's going on? It's giving a lot and it's chaos. But like I said, I can't play the whole thing, but I'll try to play the beginning for y'all again so that we can get on into the goings-ons that's goings-ons to get your opinion on it. Now, let's roll it and let's go and pay attention. Okay? Pay attention. Why does the rules not apply to everybody else? That's my phone. No, you did not keep nobody else's phone. All right. So everybody keeps saying that the teacher hit her or bumped her first. The girl is grabbing and grabbing at her while she has the phone to try to call somebody to deal with it. And the girl is basically telling her, like, girl, I don't care what you say. It's like somebody coming up to you and they like, run me them pockets, like run me your pockets, like, and they pressing you and you know what I'm saying? Like, back up. So, I mean, that's kind of what is given to me. But again, people had mixed opinions. All right. So it went down after that. And like I said, a lot of people had opinions about it. Okay, so let's get into some of the comments that people had to say. Now, this person says, I'm reading the screenshots from the slides, and a lot of people said what most would say. The teacher was defending herself, but you also have a few saying she used too much force or she shouldn't have hit the student. Those type of statements is one of the many reasons why we lack educators and why those that we do have are walking away from their profession. These kids have gotten so entitled to the point that respect and boundaries no longer hold any merit. The teacher did what she had to do to protect herself. If you ask me, she actually showed her a little grace, because if that had been any other teacher knocking the student down and pinning her down and asking for someone to go and get the teacher, would not have been on the table. Okay, so that is one of the comments out of the how many comments do I have on this post? Let me see. Hold on. One of the comments out of the 736 comments I have on this post. Okay, so let's read from my girl Nifa Nee. Now, Nifa says, I'm sorry, and I know it's wrong, but I'm with the substitute teacher on this one. I don't care. I don't care. You can clearly see the substitute teacher was trying to dial for help and on the school's phone to de-escalate the situation, but got backed into a corner by the student. And the student was also reaching for her property/phone while being in the substitute teacher's personal space by touching her. The student was wrong for being behind the desk, and I can't cap. I know when I was in high school how we treated the substitute teachers. We tried them all the time, but we never tried to fight them. We roasted them with jokes. This new generation needs God. I can't blame the substitute teacher for her reaction. I don't know how I would have reacted getting swung on by a student over a phone that they would have got back at the end of the day. It's the entitlement/narcissism for me. Okay, so another person says, I would have done the same. There's some things in life that you can't let pass despite the consequences. Okay, so my girl Monrovia_Dior, check her out. She does like this whole like fitness thing on her channel where she goes live and does fitness with other people to get everybody's body nice and tight. Check her out. Okay, on period. Now, Monrovia says, I don't care if you think the teacher is wrong. The people who think this little girl was in the right is the real issue. Y'all keep effing raising hoodlums, okay? You might let that slide, but the world ain't. Y'all keep letting y'all kids talk disrespectful, be disrespectful, act grown, talk grown, etc. Y'all finna be the same folks asking for leniency from a judge when time comes because didn't force respect on them. Now, we all know there are some teachers who ain't worth it. But as the parent, that's my job to be belligerent. She said, but as the parent, that's my job to be belligerent, ghetto, and out of line. I don't care if my kid, that their phone took, I think she said, I don't care if my kid got their phone took. I think that's what she meant. I would want my kid to tell me and the unfairness and let me handle it as the parent. Y'all letting these kids go to school and tell the teacher what they finna do, what they finna be doing today. Y'all in for a rude awakening, okay? Our good night out Afros and Hookah says, I think they both wrong. the student for being disrespectful and swinging, and the teacher for using excessive force. Once the student was on the ground, she didn't have to keep hitting her. Just use your force, hold the child down till another teacher or security comes. But these kids bad as glad I don't have any. That video is birth control for me. Okay. So another person says, breaks my heart that she has to restrain the student like that. But some of these kids are beating on these teachers and really causing injuries. Students should be in front of the desk, not behind it. Phones are needed in school for emergencies. Other than that, when class is in session, put your phone away. Period. So let's scroll through and get to some more. Let's shake it up, shake it up. Louis 337 says, teacher was in the right. She was dialing for help, but the student attacked her. Okay, these kids are losing it. All right, so Demaria, our good girl Demaria, my boo said, the teacher did what she was supposed to do. I'm sorry. You just did another video where the boy was disrespecting the teacher over the same thing, and ignorant people in the comments were agreeing with the student disrespecting the teacher. Every teacher ain't going for it, period. All right. Drika says, this is just sad. They shouldn't allow phones in school. We never were allowed to bring electronic devices into class. It's a distraction, and if it was my kid, she knows it's going down at home too. These new kids different, and some of these parents soft because you are not about to fight a teacher. I don't care if she took your phone. I got stuff taken all the time. I'm sure she told the kids no phones were allowed. I feel bad for the teacher because they have to deal with not only this disrespectful kids, but their disrespectful parents too. This is why no one wants to be teachers anymore, because the crappy pay and disrespect. All right. So the last comment that I'm going to read after the 700 plus comments on this post says, see, the teacher lost self-control, nudging and pushing the girl with her elbows. Her reaching on her / for her phone wasn't her exactly touching the teacher. It was the last push that causes her to slap the teacher. Wrong, yes. However, these kids are also tired of disrespectful teachers. Also, I understand her wanting to get control of the child. However, the way she literally putting her massive body weight with palms into that child's head on the floor. As her mother, I'd be bothered by that as well. As a teacher, she could have handled the situation better. You're a teacher, not law enforcement. Therefore, she knows by law she is not supposed to touch the child, okay, in any manner in which she did. So this ruffled a lot of feathers, and this particular comment got 77 replies all on its own, child. Okay, so we will go through a couple of those replies, and then we will get on out of here. So a person says, as a mother, hopefully we teach our children to keep their hands to themselves. Another person says, you sound crazy. Would you sit there and let anyone assault you? Another person says, I definitely teach mine to keep hands. Oh, the person of the original person of the post says, I definitely teach mine to keep hands to myself. To self. I'm simply speaking on the video. That's a child. The teacher could have avoided this entire interaction before it got to where it got. Besides, I don't have a problem with outside or my kids being disrespectful towards me. Some adults don't carry themselves as adults, rather as child. Hence this interaction. Y'all holla the child in an adult space, but the adult jumped down the child's level. This isn't adult versus adult, okay? Another person says, I feel no need to elaborate. You're part of the problem. Children get behavior like this from somewhere. Another person says, everything you said is okay, but at the end of the day, no disrespect. Only reason I feel you're able to write this paragraph of a book is because you're not in the teacher's shoes. Put yourself in her shoes. Do you think you would have been saying, hey, young lady, I'm sorry I took your phone. I will give it back to you at the end of the day. And she would have said, okay, teacher. These middle school kids nowadays are different. Another person says, you're part of the problem. Okay. So it went on and on and on and on. And these are not the only, comments left under my Instagram post that I posted about this situation. Definitely go to my Instagram, Neek at night _ and give me your opinion on the matter. Now, after I posted this video and the comments were ablaze, another night owl sent me another situation with another teacher. Now, this situation was a teacher basically telling a student to close their door. Okay. It looked like some children was outside, not in class, not where they was supposed to be. And a girl, you could tell they already plotting. The boy, he already got his phone ready to record because they about to be ignorant. They plan on just doing what they want to do. Okay. And so basically what happens is the student basically goes into the classroom or opens the door to the classroom, and the teacher tells her repeatedly, close the classroom door. Close my door, close my door, close my door. She don't close the door, and she proceeds to act like she finna overtalk him, and he comes up to her and basically bumps her. Now, when he bumps her, she goes and falls. Now, some of it, I don't really know if it's his force that actually caused her to fly or if it was her knowing that they recording, so she kind of added dramatic effect. I really don't know, but I will play a little piece of that video for y'all, and then we will be out because I want to know what y'all think about it as well. So give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. And then we're going to get on into it. But a lot of people wanted me to talk about this teacher situation. Y'all want me to talk about so much. So we going to get on into some things. Okay. All right. So let me pull it up. All right. So this video was posted on ATL Uncensored. And let's play it. All right. So as you see right there, he's telling her, get out my door, get out my door. And, these children are in the hallway. They're not in class. And it looks like they already knew that they was about to be on some mess. So there was people who felt some type of way about this as well. So let me, I'm gonna just play a little quick clip again. And then we're going to get out of the video. Oh, I'm over here trying to press play on the wrong screen. All right. So as the other situation happened, there was a lot of comments on this one as well. And I want to know what y'all think about it. Okay. So somebody said, y'all gonna learn to listen. Somebody else said, the bigger picture. He literally yelled, telling her to get away from the class. Something of the sort. 2, she obviously put out of the class for her behavior. 3, those kids are skipping class. I'm just gonna add the extra word for her. 4, teachers are tired and some also have time. Another person says teachers aren't paid enough. What's the full story behind this WWE push? Another person says she grabs the door, pulls it open. He tells her no, close his door. She proceeds to talk over into his class, probably while he's trying to get the class under control. While you just have kids out in the hallway doing whatever the HE double hockey sticks they want, cursing and everything else. I'm pretty sure he didn't mean to push her like that and don't want to justify that. But as an educator, we are fighting a losing battle. Okay? So another person says, y'all sound silly. As a grown A teacher who are supposed to protect and guide these kids, no matter how obnoxious they may be, that's WTF. That's what you signed up for. I mean, they didn't sign up to, I don't think they signed up to deal with obnoxious kids. They signed up to teach students who want to learn. But I digress. She says, That's what the F you signed up for. Resorting to any type of aggressive physical contact is unacceptable, and I hope he goes to jail. She could have fell back and cracked her head on the floor. He clearly doesn't need to be working with kids because he'd have to lose more than his job as a grown man. Pushing chest, bumping my kid, period. Okay, so y'all know people have replies for that. Somebody said, girl, bye. You must be new to teaching. Wait until one of these bad kids haul off and beat your Okay. Somebody said, exactly. She'll see. Another person says, I didn't sign up to be disrespected. I digress. Okay. Another person said I disagree strongly, and I'd hate it to be my child or yours. We need to stop responding to Black children in such an aggressive manner. Okay. I be adding my own words, girl, to summarize. Okay. Another person's, that's her still going. Somebody said he barely pushed her, really. Okay. Another person says, are they not skipping class talking about going to jail? Get y'all kids. Another person says they're going to keep harassing the teachers to the point where all of them quit. Another person says the phone camera being ready feels like this was a setup. Exactly. They was already on timing, child. Somebody says you can't convince me that anyone in pajamas and flops takes school seriously. Mr. Bowman knew too. Okay, another person says, everyone who's saying he's doing too much is literally a child. Y'all kids gonna learn to stop questioning adults and stay in a child's place. And the comments on this post went on and on and on. But I want to know what you think, because just like there was opposing views on that video, there was also opposing views on my Instagram video that I posted of the student and the teacher interaction as well. There was some people who felt like kids disrespectful, they need to be dealt with. And there was others who felt like you need to be more delicate with children, let them beat you up and just, kind of like do like a blocking method and let that be that. You let me know what side of the fence you fall on. And if, like I said, if you want to see the full video that I posted, then definitely go to my Instagram, neek@night_, spelled exactly like my channel. Now, in addition to my Instagram, I also have a website, which is www.neekatnight.com, spelled exactly like my channel. And you can get some good goodies over there. Now, okay, don't sleep on the website. And I thank you guys who have been still purchasing on my website and ordering. It means so much. I'll see y'all on the next video. And if you haven't subscribed, clearly, what are you doing? Because if you can't go to Bella Noches, aka Neek at Night, then where can you go? You can go to other bloggers, but clearly, this is where you want to be too. Okay? All right. See you on the next video. Peace.